One day in May of 1935, a few young women gathered on the downtown front porch of Mrs. James W. McCollum, better known as Aunt Carrie, to begin plans to form a junior welfare league for the Gainesville community. Formally organized on May 27th of that same year, the group of 42 charter members decided to focus on fostering interest among its members in the social, economic, education, and civic conditions of the community, while maximizing their volunteer service in Gainesville.
So since 1935, what has the Junior League provided? Women who were brilliant, who were energetic, who were committed. And these women would go out into the community, they would identify problems, and then they would create strategies to address those problems.
Within the first 12 months, they opened a salvage shop, held dances and teas to raise money, and started a dental clinic for underserved children. League members also cooked and served hot lunches to school students, feeding approximately 110 students per day at a cost of 8 cents per child, and would continue to do so for the next 8 years.
They served lunch 5 days a week because it was a need. They found a need and they fulfilled it, and that to me is the story of the Junior League.
There are so many places in all of the schools with our children in schools who have needed programs and services that the Junior League identified, spearheaded, and then created programs to address.
By 1941, in the midst of World War II, the Junior Welfare League published its first cookbook, Culinary Crinkles, and launched the now infamous Follies, which would become the League's signature fundraiser for the next 50 years. They assisted the Red Cross in its war efforts, sold war bonds, opened the tumor clinic, and provided support for patients in need of medical aid. They realized the critical need for access to quality health care and would spend the next few decades addressing those needs.
I think you'll find our fingerprint on so many areas of the Gainesville community, from health and wellness, like giving polio vaccines in the 40s.
By 1961, the Junior Welfare League Pediatric Clinic opened to the public 3 days a week and was staffed by local doctors. After 7 years, more than 9,000 appointments, and 16,000 patients, the League released the clinic to the Alachua General Hospital. Access to healthcare was not the only issue the League tackled. They also established a children's theater.
One of the husbands, I think, would write the plays, and then the women would actually make the costumes, and they would bring plays into schools because so many kids in schools don't have access to theater.
Completed the boardwalk and teaching platform at the Morningside Nature Center, and launched leadership training for members.
By being a member of the Junior League of Gainesville, you learn about volunteer organization, you learn leadership skills, you learn organizational management, you learn about diversity and inclusion.
In 1975, the League was finally accepted into membership of the Association of Junior Leagues International, becoming the 227th member in its history. Their momentum was just getting started.
The Junior League of Gainesville has also had a broader impact if you look at legislative legacies, booster seats, human trafficking legislation.
The Junior League of Gainesville continued to improve the lives of children in the community, and their work did not go unnoticed. Accolades include the Governor's Award for the Arts, a Distinguished Service Award from the County Commission, a proclamation on volunteerism from the City Commission, Outstanding Volunteer Organizations Awards from the Rotary Club, the Gainesville Sun, and the Alachua County School Board, and an invitation to a White House conference in 1984.
Well, when I was president of the Junior League, our league was invited to the White House because that was a big emphasis from Ronald Reagan on the drug problem. Our league got the funds together and sent me to Washington and go in the White House and not meet, but hear Ronald Reagan speak and be a part of what felt like a big national program. Was exciting to me.
The Junior League has left an indelible mark on the face of our community. They have touched thousands of lives through their community projects, including Miracle on Main Street, Kids in the Kitchen, the Family Visitation Center, Give a Kid a Chance, and Food for Kids.
Receiving the Legacy Award is just the icing on the cake of everything that the Junior League has accomplished. If you look back at the history, the League has touched almost everything in this community. We have been involved with the Red Cross, the Thomas Center. We helped start Morningside Nature Center.
I don't know any organization that has that longevity, that has a history of just digging in and finding problems and addressing problems, rooting them out.
In hindsight, the trailblazing group of women who met on Aunt Carrie's front porch were a catalyst for change that would eventually lead to more than 3,000 women who would volunteer to tackle community issues and become local leaders, forever improving our community.
Congratulations to everyone in the Junior League of Gainesville for winning this award.
The League has been a strong presence in Gainesville for 85 years, and I'm so proud to call myself a member.
And thank you to our current members and future members for continuing to grow that legacy.